Are you nice or are you nasty? Welcome, I'm Kim Marie, and the topic of today's video is this idea of the ways in which we get stuck in these two extremes, whether in our judgment, in our mind, or even in our actions between nice and nasty. This channel is all about supporting women to find their empowered middle way, to feel like they're aligned with their true nature. And this is one of the ways we can get stuck, okay? If you're anything like me, you grew up feeling like you're not allowed to have a voice. Be kind, be nice, don't upset the apple cart, do the right thing, be the good girl, right? And then there's the other side of the spectrum where we can end up feeling like we have to defend ourselves. We have to stay tough. We have to compete in this patriarchal dominance culture. We don't want to let people know that we have emotions and feelings and that we struggle or that we're too soft, right? And so we can end up on this nice or nasty side of the spectrum and struggle to find our middle way. If we're too nice and we know we're too nice and we're giving away everything and doing everything for everyone but ourselves, we're not taking care of ourselves, we're saying yes to things we don't want to do, we're afraid of being seen as nasty. We're afraid that other people are going to perceive us as, not nice, as unkind, as rude, or as selfish, or whatever it is, right? But then if we're on that other side where we're maintaining this posturing exterior, where we have to stay tough and not, never let them see you sweat, as the old saying goes, then it's like we're afraid of being too nice. We're afraid of being seen as a pushover. We're afraid that we're going to not be taken seriously or whatever it is. But either way, we're kind of fearing the other, right? No matter which side we're in. And when we fear nice or nasty, we're not allowing ourselves to look at what they really can be about. And so we're struggling ultimately to find that middle. We want to find that place where we can be loving and wise and kind and allow for our emotions, allow ourselves to feel what we need to feel. Because without that, that just festers inside of us and it literally becomes things like cancer and other diseases. Literally, okay? There have been studies done to talk about this or that have found that emotional, those unresolved emotions can then lead to disease, okay? And then on the other side, we want to be able to also just say no when we mean no and set boundaries when we have clear boundaries and be clear about what we need in addition to what others need. We have to find that middle where we can have this broad perspective that is not too nice or too nasty, but that honors this concept. And I personally don't think it's at all nasty to say no or set your boundaries or anything like that. I'm using the word nasty as a kind of a visual or to paint a picture of the extremes that we're talking about here. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with setting your boundaries and being clear about what you need, when you need it, asking for help. Asking for help, that may be like you can't do that. That's, that would be too nice to invite other people in or let other people help you or things like that. Or not nice enough if you let them help instead of you doing it yourself. There's so many stories we tell ourselves, and I'd love to hear in the comments, are you noticing some of these stories showing up in you? Are there places where maybe you even are on one side or the other and you're the nice girl that resents the empowered, confident woman who is ready to move forward because she's not nice. Or maybe you're the empowered, confident woman trying to move forward, maybe even selling her soul a little bit and resentful of the too nice person that is getting the help that she needs and able to have support and things like that, right? We don't want to resent either side. We want to just understand that they're both within us. And there are times when we're going to need help and we're going to need to express our emotions and we're going to need to be softer. And there are times when we're going to need to be firm and set our boundaries and even be a little more stoic and not bring emotionality into it. This is called emotional mastery, right? But sadly, in our patriarchal dominance culture, there has been this attitude that emotions of any kind in any way are unacceptable if you want to have success or power or be seen as be taken seriously, right? And so I invite you to really ask yourself these questions. What is nice? What is nasty to you? How are you judging one or the other? right? Are you making judgments about certain people with money or confidence or fame or position or power? Are you making judgments about the underdogs who are always giving away everything and, not nurturing themselves and things like that? There's a balance, right? And a lot of times we judge the thing that we need to find greater balance in. So by looking at that and saying, okay, rather than judging that confidence or judging that emotional expression, maybe I can find a way to bring more of that confidence into my life or bring more of that emotional expression into my life and find a greater balance. It's not about being nice or nasty. It's about being true to you, awakening your inner wisdom and aligning with your true nature. Until next time.